Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you are doing fantastic. So today I am bringing you the Moonchild book tag. I was actually tagged by the originator of this tag, Crescent Moon Reads, and I am super duper excited to do this. I even put on my I love you to the moon and back shirt with all of the different moon phases on it because why not? And I also it's a comfy shirt, okay? Yes, Target, by the way, probably last year, but Target, it's where all the cool people shop. So, without further ado, let's get started on the book tag. First one is Full Moon. Name a book that has supernatural creatures in it. And I'm gonna have to go with Omnibus, which is sort of like a series of comic books or sort of like a novel, but this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which of course has vampires and demons and all different kinds of things like that. It sort of goes on to sort of like extra episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it's got different people doing different takes on sort of episodes, so there's different artists and interpretations of Buffy. And so I actually have volumes 1 through 5. So I thought that this would be a pretty good fit for this question. Number 2 is Starry Night. Name a book that has a beautiful Starry Night on the cover, and I thought that this book would be perfect. Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstances by Ruth Emmie Lang. I actually got this for the book of the month for this month, and I haven't started reading it yet, but I heard that it's absolutely amazing. It sort of takes the way that we see our fairy tales and sort of like our extraordinary stories and puts them all into this book. I heard that it's a very, very quick, fun, and easy read, so I thought that this would be the perfect book for this question. Out of This World, your favorite sci-fi book. Now, I don't physically have it because I let a friend borrow it, but then I've never gotten it back, and so that stinks. But it's The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. I love that book. I know that it's originally 5 books, but I had the ultimate, so like with all 5 books in one. And it was such a fun read, and I loved going and visiting all the different worlds and the different types of aliens and the technology. I thought that series was a lot of fun. The next one is Creatures of the Night, Thriller with a Killer. And I know, okay, this really isn't a thriller, but I don't read a lot of thrillers, so I'm gonna have to go with Death on Tap by Ellie Alexander. This is her most recent novel in a new series, and it follows a character who is in the beer making industry, and of course a murder happens because it is a cozy mystery and you have to have a murder happen in a cozy mystery. And it was a lot of fun trying to figure out who the killer was, and that's sort of thrilling to me, is finding out who the killer is. So Death on Tap. The Moon Controls the Tides. Pick a book that has water in it or has anything to do with water. Now, I haven't read this book, but I figured the title has something to do with water. It says Into the Water by Paula Hawkins, and I know that this is sort of a thriller as well. Haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to sort of dip my toes into the real thriller kind of books. Let me know if you've read this book. Leave it down below. Let me know what you think about it. Daughters of the Moon. Name a series or book that has a really powerful sort of like girl-female friendship. And I'm gonna have to go with Karen Marie Moning's The Fever series. Here's Iced, which is all about Danny, but I love Danny and Mac's relationship. I know sort of at the beginning Mac's sort of taking care of Danny, but the friendship that they make throughout the series as the fairies are coming into our world is just, it warms my heart, and I really, really love it. So I'm most definitely gonna have to go with Danny and Mac. Spaceship, your OTP. Now, one, I had to look up what OTP was, and I don't really ship people, if that makes sense. Like, I don't read a lot of books where there's a lot of romance, or if there is romance, I'm hoping it doesn't get in the way of the plot. So if I had to have an OTP, it would Hermione and Ron. I was always rooting for those two to get together. I know that a lot of people were wanting Hermione and Harry to get together, but I feel like they balance each other out, with Hermione's obsessiveness of having things right and all of that, with Ron's really, really laid backness, maybe too laid back. I feel like they balance each other out really well. Waxes and Wanes, a book that played with your emotions. I have this on my Nook, but it's gonna have to be Acheron by Sherilyn Kenyon. That book, like, you go through the whole entire series and you're really wanting to know more about Acheron, really wanting to know more about Acheron. Like, he's such a pivotal character throughout the whole entire series, the Dark Hunter series, and then you finally get to Acheron's book and it just breaks your heart. Like, I bawled when it came to that book. Like, seriously cried. And it was such a good book, and I love that book. Music of the Night, a book that has to do with music. And I'm gonna have to go with This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, because it has all to do with music. I mean, it's called This Savage Song, and the second one's Our Dark Duet, all about music. And so I'm almost done with that book. I think I only have like 3 more hours in the audiobook, and then I'll be finished. But I'm really loving it so far. The next one's After Hours, a book that has the word night in it, and I'm gonna have to go with Vassa in the Night by Sarah Porter. And this book is sort of like a Cinderella retelling. I still haven't read it. I got it earlier this summer, but I am excited to. It's sort of like a modern, contemporary retelling of Cinderella. And I mean, this could have gone for the Starry Night as well, but I picked it because it has night in the title. And last but not least, it's Crescent Moon. A book that features a goddess or goddesses. Now, this is a stretch, I think, but I'm going with Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. The reason why I'm going with this is because she is the daughter of a god, which makes her a demigod? Demigoddess? And I'm counting it because I don't have any other series in which gods or goddesses have a prominent role, or even a little bit of a role. I can't really think of any. Like, I know a lot of fae, but god and goddesses I don't really have a lot of. So Wonder Woman is counting. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So, yep. So that is the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. I hope that you enjoyed this. I absolutely loved filming this, getting to wear my moon shirt and sort of feel very starry and sort of just very galaxy-esque. I had a lot of fun. Please, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, and if you like videos like this, please subscribe to me. I also have other social media. I take amazing and fun book pictures on my Instagram, Courtagonist, as well, and I have a Twitter if you want to do reading sprints with me, and follow me on Goodreads too. I would love to be friends and sort of see what you're reading along with what I'm reading, so we can meet our reading challenge. And I want to make more bookish friends. So until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.